big portion of us, a big part of us, living in this world, a big portion of our service to God is to be in awe of his works. God forbid never to worship them or anything, but to look at his majestic kingdom and be in awe of it, and it's supposed to make us think of how great and glorious the creator of this is. So if the more things that bring awe upon you, right? Like God decides how many things you're going to witness, which will inspire awe, wonder, whatever, right? If you are not looking at those things, are you serving God? Or are you serving some kind
not even looking, like you if you think that they don't affect your life in any way?
Everything affects your life, but especially something as big as first of all, also the implications of such a thing existing, if it's real, if it's not a psyop. Okay, I'm always open to being crushed emotionally and with my expectations, okay? Because I have been so often. But I'm just saying, I'm speaking hypothetically. If this is real, which I'm leaning towards yes, okay?
Yeah.
Mostly because of the Torah's support for this kind of phenomenon, right? But what I mean for the folks at home, I mean to say is that the reports coming from these pilots and from these other officials seem to be matching literally one-to-one with the description that the Torah gives about the nature of these creatures, which the Torah refers to as Shedim, and also Malachim, which is loosely translated as angels. Okay, the reports of these things seem to, the way they behave, seem to break down physics as we know it, which means these things are interacting with us from a dimension which our sages and our Torah tradition refers to as heaven. Okay, or there are many heavens, but one of the heavens. But it's already crossing over to the supernatural, towards the spiritual plane, which is a real place. It's not a theoretical, symbolic thing. It's a real world with real living beings. If you're a Torah believer, this should not be controversial to you. Okay, where there's a world full of souls. And if you have family members that aren't in their bodies anymore, that's where they are. Or is that also symbolic? And that's just like something to make you feel good.
Yeah.
Make a choice what you believe. Okay. So that's a real world where those people are still alive as themselves with all their memories and their relationships to you. That's a place. It's different than our place. So things of that nature are now coming and sort of revealing themselves here. And we have many traditions from the Torah and also connected to the prophecies, saying in the times of Mashiach, those type of things will begin to merge with our reality.
Yeah.
So aside from all the calendar stuff, right, that seems to be occurring right before Mashiach comes, right? We have a vaguish general schedule of things that are supposed to be happening by a certain time in the Jewish calendar, the world calendar. So this is one of them, right? So if this is true, this doesn't affect your daily life. What do you understand? What are you learning? Are you in pottery class, to help you calm down or something like that? That's worth your time instead of looking at this most amazing subject. Again, if it's true, which, I'm not, it's because it's such a fantastical thing and because it's so interesting. Sometimes you want certain things to be true.
Yeah.
But we got to resist that too. We got to stay as rational means common sense. Okay. Just kind of, let things prove themselves. Is it real or not? We want to see it already, right? Like what's that term that you use?
Habeas corpus. Show me the body.
Yeah, exactly. He's right. He's right. Okay. So, but this subject doesn't seem to be going away, and I've been looking at it over 15 years, when I was forced to look at it by a teacher of mine in college, when I was taking an English, whatever, required class, okay? FIU. But I discovered something like amazing there. Astronauts and Air Force pilots and presidents, senators, and all sorts of people that you considered to be like credible, sober-minded individuals are telling you pretty amazing. You know, there's nuclear missile launch officers, more than one. But there's this one guy who's like the first one to come forward. But there's more than one. There's tens of them that have come forward now that have said these freaking things turn nukes on and off. And they also say that in Russia, by the way. Russian guys have come forward, old guys. That doesn't affect your life. The wonder of it doesn't affect your life. How about blowing up the world? Doesn't affect your life. How about what the Torah says about it? Doesn't affect your life. Dummy.